It's late at night. You're lying awake, staring at the ceiling, feeling that sinking frustration again. Your confidence? It's slipping. Your relationship? It's not what it used to be. What if I told you one overlooked fruit-backed buy? Harvard research could bring back that rock-solid strength you thought was gone forever after 60? No pills, no prescriptions, just a simple grocery store secret. It's not watermelon or pomegranate, it's something better. Stay with me, because this could change your life in just one bite. Gentlemen, let's get real for a moment. You're past 60, you've lived a full life, but there's something holding you back. You know what I'm talking about, that moment when you want to feel like the man you were at 30, but your body just isn't cooperating. Soft erections. It's frustrating, it's embarrassing, and it can make you feel like you're losing a part of yourself. But here's the thing, you're not alone, and this isn't the end of the story. Over 50% of men over 60 deal with some form of erectile dysfunction. Yes, you heard that right, half of us. But what if I told you that the solution might be sitting in your kitchen right now? A single fruit backed by science that could tackle the root of this problem. Curious yet? Stick with me because we're diving deep into why this happens and how you can fight back starting today. So, why? Do soft erections happen as we age? It all comes down to one word. Blood flow? Your body is like a high-performance engine, and blood flow is the fuel that keeps it running. When you were younger, the engine roared, blood surged through your arteries, powering everything, including those rock-solid erections. But as we hit 60 and beyond, things start to slow down. Your blood vessels, those tiny highways that carry blood to where it matters most, start to narrow. Think of it like a garden hose getting clogged with dirt. Less blood gets through, and that means weaker erections. But here's a question for you. Have you noticed your energy levels dropping or maybe feeling more sluggish than you used to? Comment below yes or no, because that's a clue your blood flow might be struggling. Now, let's break this down further. Blood flow isn't the only player here. There's a chemical in your body called nitric oxide, and it's like the spark plug for your erections. Nitric oxide tells your blood vessels to relax, opening them up so blood can rush in. But as we age, our bodies produce less of it. Less nitric oxide, less blood flow, less strength where you need it. Have you ever felt like your body just isn't responding the way it used to, no matter how much you want it to? That's nitric oxide talking, or rather not talking. But hold on, because we're not done yet. There's a fruit that can help. Boost this chemical naturally, and I'll reveal it soon. Any guesses what it might be? Drop your guess in the comments. I'm curious to see what you think. Now, let's talk about what's causing these changes. Aging is the obvious one, right? We can't stop the clock, but we can outsmart it. As we get older, our arteries naturally stiffen, and that's not just bad for erections. It's tough on your heart, too. Speaking of your heart, here's a quick task for you. Next time you're at the doctor, ask for your blood pressure reading. Why? Because high blood pressure is a silent killer for your erections. It damages blood vessels, making them less flexible, and that's a direct hit to your performance. In fact, studies show that men with high blood pressure are twice as likely to experience erectile dysfunction. Shocking, right? So tell me, when was the last time you checked your blood pressure? Share in the comments. It's a small step. That could make a big difference, but it's not just aging or blood pressure. Let's talk about stress. You know that feeling when work piles up, family demands are endless, or maybe you're just worrying about keeping up with life. That stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that's like kryptonite for testosterone and testosterone. It's the fuel for your drive, your confidence, and yes, your erections. Low testosterone means your body struggles to get the signal to perform. Here's another question. How stressed have you been lately? On a scale of 1 to 10, drop your number in the comments. Be honest, this is a judgment-free zone, and I'm betting a lot of you are feeling the pressure. Then there's diet. Gentlemen, what did you eat for breakfast today? Was it a greasy paratha or maybe just a cup of chai? A poor diet loaded with sugar, processed foods, and unhealthy fats is like pouring sludge into that high-performance engine we talked about. It clogs your arteries, raises your cholesterol, and makes it harder for blood to flow where you need it. Studies from the American Heart Association show that men who eat a diet high in processed foods are 30% more likely to struggle with ED. That's a wake-up call. So here's a task. For the next 24 hours, write down everything you eat. Just one day, then look at it and ask yourself, is this helping my body or hurting it? Share one thing you ate today in the comments. I'm dying to know what's on your plate. Diabetes is another big player. If you've got diabetes or even pre-diabetes, your blood sugar can damage the tiny blood vessels and nerves that control erections. It's like fraying the wires in an electrical circuit. Things just don't connect the way they should. In Pakistan, over 25% of adults over 60 have diabetes, and many don't even know it. Scary, right? Here's a quick challenge. If you haven't had your blood sugar checked in the last year, make a plan to do it this month. It could be a game changer. Have you or someone you know dealt with diabetes? Drop a yes or no in the comments. Let's see how common this is. Now, let's not forget antioxidants. These are your body's superheroes, fighting off damage from things like pollution, stress, and aging. But as we get older, our antioxidant levels drop, leaving our blood vessels vulnerable. Low antioxidants mean more inflammation, and inflammation is like rust in your arteries. It slows everything down. Here's where the suspense kicks in. What if I told you there's a fruit packed with antioxidants so powerful it could help reverse this damage? Not just any fruit, but one that's been studied by top scientists and proven to boost blood flow. Want to know what it is? Don't skip ahead. I'm revealing it in the next segment, and trust me, it's worth the wait. Any guesses yet? Comment your best guess, and let's see who gets it right. Before we move on, let's talk about one more thing: lifestyle. Maybe you're not exercising as much as you used to. Maybe you're staying up late watching TV or scrolling on your phone. These habits add up. Lack of exercise weakens your heart, and poor sleep messes with your hormones. Both are bad news for your performance. Here's a fun task. Tonight, before bed, do 10 push-ups or take a 10-minute walk. Just 10 minutes. Then come back and tell me how it felt in the comments. I'm betting you'll feel a little spark of energy already. So, let's recap why soft erections happen: narrowing blood vessels, low nitric oxide, dropping testosterone, high blood pressure, stress, poor diet, diabetes, and low antioxidants. It sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But here's the good news: you don't have to accept this as your fate. Over 50% of men over 60 deal with this, but you can be in the other 50%. How? With a simple science-backed fruit that targets these root causes. Can you feel the excitement building? What if this fruit could help you feel like a younger man again? No surgery, no pills, just one delicious bite a day. Want to know the secret? Stay tuned, because in the next segment I'm revealing the fruit that's about to change everything. And trust me, it's not what you think. Drop one word in the comments. Ready? Are you ready to take back your confidence? Alright, gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. The secret weapon that could bring back your confidence, your strength, and that spark you thought was gone. Drumroll, please. It's the blueberry. Yes, that tiny, juicy fruit you've probably walked past 100 times in the market. Don't underestimate it. This little powerhouse is packed with a punch that can transform your performance and make you feel like a younger man. Curious how a fruit so small can do something so big? Let's dive into the science and find out why blueberries are your new best friend. So, what makes blueberries so special? It's all about something called anthocyanins. These are powerful antioxidants that give blueberries their deep blue color, and they're like superheroes for your blood vessels. As we age, our arteries get stiff, blood flow slows down, and that's bad news for erections. But anthocyanins swoop in, relaxing those blood vessels and boosting blood flow exactly where you need it. And here's the kicker: They also ramp up your body's production of nitric oxide. Remember that spark plug we talked about? Nitric oxide is what tells your body, let's get moving. Stronger blood flow, more nitric oxide equals harder, more reliable erections. Have you ever tried blueberries before? Drop a quick yes or no in the comments. I'm curious how many of you are already fans. Now let's talk science. To back this up, a Harvard study followed thousands of men and found that those who ate flavonoid-rich fruits, like blueberries, had up to a 21% lower risk of erectile dysfunction. That's huge! Another study from the University of East Anglia showed that men eating just a handful of blueberries a week saw better blood vessel health in just a month. This isn't some old wives' tale, it's real hard science. And the best part? You don't need a prescription or a fancy doctor's visit. Just head to your local store and grab some blueberries. Fresh, frozen, it doesn't matter, they both work. So tell me, when was the last time you went grocery shopping? Comment below and let me know if you've got blueberries in your cart. Alrighty, here's why this is so easy to love. You only need a handful a day. That's it. Toss them in your morning smoothie, sprinkle them on yogurt, or just pop them in your mouth as a snack. They're sweet, they're delicious, and they're working hard for your body while you enjoy them. Here's a fun task. Tomorrow morning, add a handful of blueberries to your breakfast. Maybe mix them with some oats or just eat them straight. Then come back and tell me how it went in the comments. I bet you'll love the taste and the boost you feel. But why are blueberries better than other fruits? It's those anthocyanins. They're more concentrated in blueberries than almost any other fruit. They don't just help with erections. They're great for your heart, your brain, and even fighting off aging. It's like a multivitamin you can eat. Want to know the best part? They're affordable and available almost everywhere in Pakistan. No excuses. Here's a question. What's one fruit you eat regularly? Drop it in the comments and let's see if blueberries are already on your list or if you're ready to make the switch. Before we move on, let's keep the excitement going. Blueberries are just the start. What if I told you there's a way to make them work even better? Stick around because in the next segment I'm spilling the secrets to supercharge your results. Drop one word in the comments, blueberries. Are you ready to make this simple change and reclaim your confidence? Alright gentlemen, you're hooked on blueberries now, right? But how exactly do these tiny blue powerhouses work their magic to bring back that rock-solid confidence, especially for men over 60? Let's dive into the science, but don't worry, I'm keeping it simple, exciting, and straight to the point. Get ready to understand why blueberries are your secret weapon and why they might just outshine those little blue pills. Spoiler alert, there's a catch to making them work even better. So don't skip ahead. Here's how it works. Blueberries are loaded with anthocyanins, those superhero antioxidants we talked about. Picture your blood vessels like a network of pipes. Over time, especially after 60, those pipes get rusty, stiff, and clogged with inflammation. That's bad news for blood flow, and you know what that means for your performance. Anthocyanins step in like a master plumber, cleaning out the rust, reducing inflammation, and making those pipes, your blood vessels, relax and widen. More blood flow, stronger erections. It's that simple. Have you ever felt your energy dip? Or noticed your stamina isn't what it used to be? Drop a yes or no in the comments. That's a sign your blood vessels might need this blueberry boost. Now let's talk about nitric oxide, the real MVP here. Nitric oxide is like the green light that tells your blood vessels to open up and let blood rush to where it matters most. As we age, our bodies produce less of it. Think of it as your battery running low. By your 60s, that battery is struggling, and that's why erections can feel weaker. But here's where blueberries shine. Those anthocyanins help your body crank up nitric oxide production naturally. A study from the Journal of Nutrition showed that blueberry consumption increased nitric oxide levels by up to 20% in just weeks. That's science you can feel. So tell me, have you been eating any antioxidant-rich foods lately, like berries or dark chocolate? Share one in the comments. I'm curious what's on your plate. Here's the exciting part. This process is similar to how Viagra works. Yes, you heard that right. Viagra boosts nitric oxide to relax blood vessels, but it comes with side effects like headaches, flushing, or even a hefty price tag. Blueberries? They do the same job, naturally, with zero side effects and a fraction of the cost. You're literally eating your way to better performance. How cool is that? Here's a quick task. Next time you're at the store, grab a pack of fresh or frozen blueberries. Take a picture and drop it in the comments. I want to see you taking action. But why is this so critical for men over 60? As we age, our blood vessels don't just narrow, they get battered by years of stress, poor diet, or maybe even high blood pressure. Blueberries fight back by protecting your arteries and keeping them flexible. Think of it like oiling a rusty hinge. Everything moves better. A study from Tufts University found that men eating blueberries regularly had healthier arteries in just 8 weeks. That's faster than most gym routines. So here's a question. How long do you think it takes to feel a difference in your energy or confidence? Guess a number of days in the comments. Let's see who's closest. Now, here's the suspense. Eating blueberries alone is powerful, but it's not the whole story. There's a catch, a way to make these little berries work even harder for you. Want to know the secret to supercharging your results? Stick with me, because in the next segment, I'm revealing the simple habits that can take your blueberry game to the next level. Drop one word in the comments. Excited? Are you ready to unlock the full power of this fruit and feel like a younger man again? Gentlemen, you're now armed with the power of blueberries. That tiny fruit that's like a secret weapon for your confidence and performance. But here's the catch. Blueberries are incredible, but they're not a magic bullet. To get those diamond-hard results and feel like a younger man again, you need to pair them with a few simple habits. These aren't complicated or expensive. They're small changes that can supercharge your results and have you feeling 20 years younger. Ready to take it to the next level? Let's dive into the lifestyle tips that will amplify your blueberry game and keep you thriving. Stick around, because I'm giving you tasks to start today, and I want to hear how you're doing in the comments. First up, let's talk about movement. Your body is built to move, and exercise is like rocket fuel for your blood flow and testosterone. Just 30 minutes of brisk walking every day can make a massive difference. It gets your heart pumping, sense blood rushing through those arteries, and boosts testosterone levels naturally. A study from the University of California found that men over 60 who walked regularly saw a 15% improvement in blood flow within weeks. That's huge for your erections and your overall energy. Don't have time for a gym? No problem. A walk around your neighborhood or even pacing while watching TV counts. Here's a fun task. Today, set a timer for 15 minutes and go for a quick walk. Notice how your body feels afterward. More alive, right? Drop a done in the comments once you've tried it. I'm rooting for you. Next, let's talk about what you're eating. Blueberries are your star player, but they need a strong team. Enter the Mediterranean diet. Think nuts, fish, fresh veggies, olive oil, and whole grains. This way of eating is like giving your heart and blood vessels a VIP treatment. Walnuts and almonds are packed with healthy fats that keep your arteries flexible. Fish like salmon or sardines are rich in omega-3 south, which reduce inflammation and boost blood flow. And don't skip the veggies. Spinach and tomatoes are loaded with nutrients that support nitric oxide production. A study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that men following a Mediterranean diet had a 40% lower risk of erectile dysfunction. That's powerful. So tell me, what's one healthy food you love to eat? Drop it in the comments. Maybe it's already part of this winning diet. Here's a quick challenge. For your next meal, add one Mediterranean-style food to your plate. Maybe it's a handful of almonds, a piece of grilled fish, or a simple salad with olive oil. Take a picture and share it in the comments. I want to see your healthy choices. And if you're wondering what to avoid, here's the deal: sugary drinks like cola and processed foods like chips or packaged snacks are your enemies. They clog your arteries, spike your blood sugar, and make ED worse. A study from Harvard showed that men who drank sugary beverages daily had a 20% higher risk of ED. So, here's another task. Swap one sugary drink for water or green tea today. How does it feel to make that switch? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's talk about sleep and stress, two things that can quietly sabotage your performance. Poor sleep is like draining your body's battery. It lowers testosterone, messes with your hormones, and weakens blood flow. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of solid sleep each night. A study from the University of Chicago found that men getting less than 5 hours of sleep had testosterone levels of someone 15 years older. That's like aging backward when you sleep well. And stress? It's a testosterone killer. When you're stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, which shuts down your drive. Try this. Take 5 minutes today to breathe deeply or do a simple stretch. Just close your eyes, inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 4. How relaxed do you feel after? Share your number from 1 to 10 in the comments. Let's compare. Here's another task to keep you engaged. Before bed tonight, turn off your phone or TV 30 minutes early and read a book or listen to calm music. Notice how it affects your sleep. Drop a "tried it" in the comments tomorrow. I'm betting you'll wake up feeling sharper. And if you're wondering how this all ties together, it's simple: exercise, a Mediterranean diet, good sleep, and less stress all boost blood flow, testosterone, and nitric oxide, the same things blueberries are working on. It's like assembling a dream team for your body. Have you ever tried meditation or deep breathing to manage stress? Drop a yes or no in the comments. I'm curious how many of you are already doing this. Now, let's address the skeptics. You might be thinking, can these small changes really make a difference? Absolutely. These habits, combined with your daily handful of blueberries, are backed by science to improve your heart, your blood vessels, and your performance. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that men over 60 who adopted these lifestyle changes saw improvements in ED symptoms in just 12 weeks. That's faster than you might think. So here's a final question. What's one habit you're excited to try: walking, eating healthier, or sleeping better? Share it in the comments and let's inspire each other. But wait, there's more to this story. Blueberries and these habits are powerful, but there's one final piece to make this work like a charm. Want to know what it is? Don't skip ahead, stay tuned for the next segment where I'm revealing the ultimate secret to maximizing your results. Drop one word in the comments. Ready? Are you ready to feel stronger, more confident, and 20 years younger? Alright, gentlemen, we're at the home stretch, and this is where it gets inspiring. You've learned how blueberries and a few simple habits can transform your confidence and performance, even after 60. But you might be wondering, does this really work for regular guys like you? Let's talk about someone just like you. Meet Trump, a 62-year-old from New York. He was struggling with soft erections, and it was eating away at his confidence. He felt disconnected from his wife, and those late-night worries were keeping him up. Sound familiar? Then he heard about blueberries. He started eating a handful every day, added a 20-minute walk to his routine, and swapped out sugary chai for green tea. Within weeks, Trump noticed a spark he hadn't felt in years. His energy was up, his confidence was back, and yes, his wife noticed too. He says it's like being 40 again. Can you relate to Trump's story? Drop a yes or no in the comments. I bet a lot of you are nodding along. Now I know some of you are thinking, this sounds too good to be true. Can a fruit really do all that? I get it, skepticism is healthy. But here's the deal. The science is rock solid. Studies from Harvard and the Journal of Sexual Medicines show that antioxidant-rich foods like blueberries improve blood flow and reduce ED symptoms by up to 21%. No side effects, no prescriptions, just results. And the best part? It's risk-free. You're not signing up for surgery or popping pills, you're eating a delicious fruit you can find at any market. So here's a question, what's stopping you from trying this? Share one thing holding you back in the comments and let's tackle it together. Here's your call to action, gentlemen. Start today. Grab a handful of blueberries, fresh or frozen, doesn't matter, and make them part of your daily routine. Toss them in a smoothie, mix them with yogurt, or eat them straight. It's that easy. Then add one small habit we talked about, a 15-minute walk, a healthier meal, or better sleep. I want you to try this for just 1 week and see how you feel. Here's a fun task. After your first day of eating blueberries, come back and drop Day 1 done in the comments. Share your progress. I'm excited to hear how it's going. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more science-backed tips to keep you strong and confident. But wait, there's more coming. Next week, we're diving into another surprising food that could take your performance to the next level. Any guesses what it might be? Drop your guess in the comments and let's see who gets it right. Now, let's wrap this up with a boost of motivation. One fruit, blueberries, can help you reclaim your confidence and get those diamond hard results naturally. You're never too old to feel young again. You've got the power to take control, and it starts with one simple step today. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend who needs it, and let's get stronger together. Drop one word in the comments, inspired. Are you ready to make it happen?